What's going on, guys? Kinda groggy Gomer here. Back on a MLB The Show 21 Diamond Dynasty video. Maybe 3, maybe 4 hours of sleep last night. At this point, it is truly just bang, keeping me awake. This birthday cake bash, I swear to God, I'm gonna have long-term health effects. This tastes exactly like birthday cake. How in the hell is that even possible? What are they putting in there? I'm gonna start mutating new limbs, depending where they are, I suppose, or maybe growing out certain limbs past the existing 5.5 inches. It could be interesting, so maybe I'll keep that up. I was at the doctor's office the other day. I was getting roasted for it. I'm like, God damn, I'm here for a checkup. And just getting flamed on my caffeine addiction. So, yeah, way to kick a man while he's down to, just make jokes about my addiction. Doc, Kelly, if you're watching this. We have, not news, but we have predictions, rather, which is kind of news because maybe you didn't know that on July 1st, that the new program is coming out. Coming pretty hot. There's no new legends this time, which is kind of strange. But then again, it was kind of just, a little disappointing the last couple times when you see new legend and Jason Bay comes out. So we have 3 new bosses. We're going to make our predictions. As always, leave your predictions down below in the comment section. Very intrigued as always to hear what your big brains can conjure up. So let me know in the comments and leave a like down below and subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. Those are 2 things that Gomer would really appreciate. That being said, let's get into it. So again, just kind of keeping you straight here. In terms of positions, outfield is essentially always going to happen. It's inevitable. Death, taxes, Vlad Jr., Shohei Ohtani home runs, and Kyle Schwarber home runs. Good Christ. That card, once we get that POTM, holy shit. If he has catcher secondary, prepare your sweet little arse, because that is going to go sicko mode. Travis Scott meal style. Jesus Christ. Let's just get on to that. That was embarrassing. Kirby Puckett. I think there's a pretty high chance that this one could happen. New legend this year. And this is not the official card. It's not leaked. Believe it or not, that's not the card art. This is something Gomer conjured up. They're looking at Baseball Reference, and I think this is pretty realistic. I saw a lot of people get pretty, not upset, but they're like, when they saw Kirby revealed. I disagree. You see how thick that boy is? He's a thick boy. He's got a lot of power in those thighs and those glutes. He does squats. And I think he would be a pretty good card. He hit a 335, I believe, career against lefties. I think a signature card would suit him best because he never had an MVP season or whatnot that you can build off just one crazy statistical year. But he would have a lot of contact. The power, maybe power against righties would be a little bit lower. I think this would be a good spot for Kirby right now before we get the 99 Mickey Mantle, before we get the 99 Babe Ruth and those sort of cards, the 99 Trout and what have you. Technically, 99 Trout already exists if you parallel him up to level 5. But he would be a really good card. In terms of fielding, he'll definitely at least get up to Diamond once you parallel him. 70 speed, I think is fair. He's not going to have otherworldly speed, but he's definitely going to get to a lot of baseballs, He ballooned in size a good deal if you ever saw him past retirement, which, of course, was quite sad with him developing glaucoma, where he wasn't able to see out of one eye, which, if you don't know, that's why he retired so suddenly. So, Kirby Puckett is going to be one pick that Gomer has. The other one I'm fetching right now, so I don't feel like editing too much here. Lazy motherfucker, huh? Eric Davis. I would love to see this card. He is a name not a lot of people talk about, but he gets really good cards. The contact is a little bit lower, but if you have something like 84, 95, that's still not bad, because if you think about it, that's about 90 and 100 once you parallel him up. Not that this would be the exact same card as it was last year, but it would be a better Byron Buxton, essentially, who a lot of people are still running on their teams. He would get to maxed out speed, almost certainly 95 plus diamond defense at all positions you could come to expect, great reaction, great arm strength, and then really good power. The vision is the only downside. Have to remember, wake up. It is not MLB The Show 18 or whatever other shitty game. Vision doesn't really matter anymore. It's just the outer cone. Technically, if you were so far off with your swing, it's going to bail you out a bit and make you foul it off. But in terms of PCI, it is just contact, which is a lot better than his vision rating here. So I would love to see an Eric Davis. I think that could be quite cool. But what could be even cooler is Prince Fielder, who you guys saw in the thumbnail. Prince Fielder. Oh my god, this is annoying me. Father, stretch the show zone card so that doesn't, peek out. That doesn't look good. There we go. Prince Fielder. I think his card could be cool, but you have to realize it's not going to be the best. That's just kind of the nature of things, with the fact that David Ortiz is going to be just as good, if not a little better. Fielder's going to have better fielding, oddly enough. I'm sure that's what you think of Prince Fielder for, his defense, not his, prolific power, which he would have probably about maxed out against right-handers. Again, I don't know if a signature or a milestone / awards would fit him best, because his best year where he hit 50 home runs, the card art that you saw me do on the thumbnail, he only hit 260 against lefties that year, which wouldn't translate that well. So I think a signature again might be his best bet, in which you could fudge the numbers, make it a little bit better because it's based on a couple different seasons. I think it could be a really cool card. He's also going to have about 50 speed if you consider they boost a couple off of his 92 or whatever the fuck he has in the game right now. He has great swing too. I mean, yeah, his elbow kind of clips through his titty meat, which is a bit of a distraction to say the least, and those things are massive. Those are some breasts. Looks like a bee stung them on the nipple and they just swolled up. But I can make that joke. I used to have quite similar cup size to Prince Fielder. So, yeah, I think that could be a cool card. He would have good vision on top of it, which doesn't really matter, but a little extra thing, I suppose. So, I'm kind of thinking like a flex position. There you go. There's all my predictions. Jimmy Rollins, I think could kind of fit in here well. Why? Because Wander Franco is going to leave on the 29th. This is a very Wander Franco type card. He has more contact and power, switch hitter, great defense and speed, and I think you could maybe even make this a little bit better. Of course, parallel him up to 80 plus power. If they do give him a signature, the stats would be exactly the same. That's how those work. I don't know if awards would be, because it's kind of hard to tell, Gomes, because he didn't get an award series card last year. So that's a moot point. Regardless, I think Jimmy Rollins could be cool to see. And just ensure we're hopefully not going to see another shortstop for BUTM. That would put a smile on my face. Paul Silverschmidt in live series now. I think he could get a card. He would be pretty cool. Have a lot of defense, good speed. I always love his swing. And he has a good amount of contact, especially against lefties. I think you can make a better Goldschmidt card than this too. I think in previous years, like in 2019, we had a better one. So that's something that I think is entirely possible. I also do want to say that for my beliefs, I don't think we're still seeing any repeat bosses. I haven't really talked about this this year, but it seems to still be the case where there has not been one repeat boss where from MLB 2019 until now. That's kind of the case. They might start repeating them eventually. Technically, Ken Griffey Jr. breaks that mold, but that doesn't count because it was a one-boss program. So don't give me that shit. Otherwise, thinking about a guy like Frank Thomas, I just don't think he's going to get a card right here because he's been a boss before. That's kind of my mindset going into this, really. And they kind of prioritize those newer legends and putting them in an easy to obtain place as long as you played the game. There's a ton of collections, easy to earn XP that way. So I just kind of wanted to get that out of the way. Talking about a couple pitchers, Johnny S. Not talking about Johnny Sins, although you might have seen this guy more last year because he got about 30 cards. That's only at half exaggeration. John Smoltz. I wouldn't be excited about this. Obviously, we can't see the finite detail. That's it. There we go. English. The finite details of his velo and his control, because that, the PS4 engine wasn't strong enough to do that, I guess. So it was a brand new feature this year. Only next gen could unlock that capability. I don't know. I wouldn't be very excited for this card. Here's a fun one. I would love to see like a Yu Darvish. I think that would be perfect. He's a lot different pitcher now than he was back in Texas. And I would love to see a recent card. He's having a great year. He could still battle for a finest card. But there's also been a lot of great pitchers. If you think about Gosman, Jacob deGrom, Bauer's having a pretty good season. Of course, I should just shut up because oh, Gomes, what about Pablo Lopez? Oh, Gomes, you idiot. What about Anthony DeSclafani? Shut up. I'm sure your team, unless you're the Diamondbacks, have had some good pitchers. Yeah, Zach Gallen's hurt. I know I was going to see that comment, so I better clear it up. But I would love to see Yu Darvish get a card. He has some of the best pitches, great differentials on them as well. So I think that would be a very fun card. I also think we're going to start to see more opening ups of recent cards, like a Bellinger or a Mookie Betts MVP. I think that's something that we could look forward to. We saw a Christian Yelich MVP last year, so I would definitely welcome those kind of cards as well. I know last time we actually put it down to 3. I went a little bit more fun this time around since we didn't have any new legends. I did hit 2 for 3 last time. I will have you know that. I guessed 2 out of the 3 right, and I was pretty close. I had the right team on Eckersley. I guessed Vita Blue. I was like I came like a week and a half too soon. It happens to the best of us. I think Kirby Puckett, that's probably the one I'm most confident in. It just feels like a good time to introduce maybe our first 99s, which I think Kirby would be. I'm thinking Fielder's going to be a home run derby card. I think they're going to have a big program for that, but I'm going to wrap it up there. Let me know what you guys think as far as 4th inning program predictions go. I'm sorry I've been inactive, but I've been rather busy. I have another goddamn move coming up in a month, and just been out and about. So videos are going to come back soon. I promise that. Thank you all for watching. Hope you guys have a great day. There comes out. Yeets.